Hey YouTube, it's always real me. I wanted to do a recap of Tuesday, May 7th, the day of my sleeve surgery. I didn't have anything in the hospital. My mom took my bag and everything I needed was provided by the hospital. So I never needed my bag, so I didn't have my camera to film anything in the hospital. I was feeling kind of crappy too, so I don't know how I would have held the camera or tried to position the table in a certain way. It would have been a lot, I guess. But I'm going to recap each day now that I am awake and able to. So, Tuesday, like I had discussed with you guys in a past video about what the anesthesiologist had said, that they were worried about having to intubate me awake. They went through that with me again on Tuesday before I went under. And what they did was they took a little extra time before performing the surgery. Excuse me. And set me up on the table to see if they would be able to intubate me while I was under. And so I had to take off all my piercings, my lip piercing, my tongue piercing, and I headed off. I said bye to my mom, and I still wasn't nervous. I guess I'm happy about that. I just calmly went to sleep, and they put in the IV and all that kind of stuff. I guess I was just figuring that it wouldn't go by so quickly because maybe they did have to intubate me awake. So I just went in to test that out. And when they positioned me, they said my anatomy was really good for intubation. And so they did intubate me while asleep, while under anesthesia, which is great. I didn't have to go through being intubated awake. It's awesome. I did watch videos on people being intubated awake, and I also watched a video on the gastric sleeve to see what exactly was going to happen to my stomach. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to try to link a video below because it is so cool. If you guys are queasy with blood or seeing like abdominal and intestines or organs and stuff, then I wouldn't recommend watching it. But other than that, it's really cool. The machine, so awesome. Like, it just double sews each side. So cool. What else? Yeah. So they told me to breathe in oxygen as normal, and they put the anesthesia in my IV, and I was out for the count. The next thing I remember is drowsily waking up out of it and the nurse telling me that everything went well. And then I remember my mom and my sister coming to visit and asking the nurse if they could talk to me, if I would hear them, and she goes, yeah, she's been responding. So I spoke to them a little bit, but all I can remember is this pressure on my stomach or in my stomach of gas. And then that gas pressure turned into nausea. And the nauseousness just went up to my throat, and I felt like the gas and the nauseousness was in my throat, and that's all I can remember. And I guess that was pain, and it was like gas pain and surgery pain. They hadn't put me on the pain pump yet, so I was just coming out of anesthesia and out of the pain medication they had given me before they were able to attach me to any other pain medication. So finally they did, and the pressure pain started going away. They put me on Dilaudid, so I was just press my button every 10 minutes if I felt pain, and the edge will come off and it'll feel so much better. So I was in recovery practically that whole night, and then before they moved me to put me to, so that I could sleep for the night, they wanted me to get up and walk. They usually do this within 6 hours of the surgery. So I got up, once I sat up, I got really nauseous and dizzy. So the nurse just had me sit there for a little while. And then finally, I was like, let's just do this. Come on. I'm the type of person, don't keep coming back to me and saying, oh, okay, I have to do this, I'll be right back. I have to do that, I'll be right back. Once she sat me up and I could control the nauseousness, I could control the dizziness, I was like, let's do this. So I walked a little bit, I came back, I laid down. It was great. It wasn't the best experience because I was nauseous and I was dizzy, but I did it. Then they moved me on the same floor just across the ways because they had to prep the area I was in for pre-ops for the next day. Pre-ops could have been any type of surgery, just pre-operative surgery. Then the next day I woke up because they needed to take some blood. Well, you know what? Let me do a separate video on day 2. So day 1, that's really all everything that happened. My dad and my dad's girlfriend came to visit as well, my brother. So I got to see my family and everything went well. So see you guys in the next video to talk about day 2. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.